All right, everybody, welcome. Good evening. This is Zach Ross in the booth. Joining me remotely will be Prathamesh Sawant. Tonight's match will be Daniel Sardoncillo versus Shucheng Chao. They are playing 10 ball. Daniel to 13, Shucheng to 10. They are playing winner break and 10 ball last. 10 gets potted early and will get spotted back up. All right, so Shucheng won the lag here. Going to be breaking off the first set here. All right, pretty decent spread. Made the 5 on the side. Doesn't have the best opener on the 1. Do you think he potentially sends the 1 down table and tries to hide the cue ball behind the 8? Or what's your thought here, Proth? Yeah, I think Daniel might be able to see a piece of it. Not quite sure if it's the right angle to make it in the corner.
Do we have the different camera angles on this table? Oh, you can't see it at all.
We do, yeah. So we have the side view. We do not have the top-down view, but just these two.
Okay, I guess we'll make it work. we should complain to Christian after this. I think it's going to be a safety again. I'm not sure what he's going to play though. Behind the 9 is a little difficult.
Yeah, I tried to get there, just not enough juice. It's kind of the first opener here for Daniel.
Yeah, but position on the 2 not so easy unless he digs down. Let's see what he plays. Yeah, he is digging down. Both players trying to get a feel of things. I don't think it'll take a while for them to start queuing well. So Zach, has this match been kind of in the works for a fair bit, or was it something that they just figured they'd play recently?
Yeah, I've been chatting with them for about the past month regarding the match. I initially reached out to Daniel, wanted to get him on the stream. And yeah, I kind of just went from there, started asking around to see if anyone wanted to play him on stream. Got a couple denials. and then Shucheng offered up, yeah, and just asked for three on the wire, and Daniel agreed. So yeah, here we are.
Yeah, I think Shuchang's improved a lot in the last year or so. I think it almost feels like we were at the same Fargo just a little while ago, and now he's jumped up to 660. And I'm sure he's been playing really well in all tournaments.
Yeah, I mean, I could have sworn that you both were around like 605, 610, and he's, yeah, he's improved quite a bit in the past year. I think he has a table at home, so that definitely contributes. Wonder if he called the side? No, he did not.
Oh wow, that did not expect that from Shucheng. Like 10 ball, you got to call something. I think Daniel, if he gets this, he runs out. He can pretty much make the 3 from anywhere. Bumped into the 4. I think the 4 is gonna be a little tricky. Nothing that Daniel can't handle though.
So I think
Good
the common
play.
kind of understanding is that you don't really call safes in 10 ball. You agree?
Yep, never. Like, I mean, I almost always call something.
Yeah, because otherwise, like in that scenario, it ended up going in and he had to relinquish the table, so.
Mm-hmm. Well, the 3 was not as thin as I thought, so I think Daniel's out here. I don't see him missing from here. Perfectly on the 6. Pretty much 3 stop shots now. Are there any major tournaments coming up at Ox? I don't think I've played for a
So
after
Ox did just
probably
host
the
was it a 690 and under? Yeah, 690 and under was here a couple weeks ago. Secret just announced a 585 and under 9 ball, sort of a WNT style 9 ball, coming up in October. And I believe it's already full. So nice out from Daniel behind the back there. Showcasing a little sort of finesse and style on that shot.
It's all finesse.
And then September 20th and 21st, Ox is hosting the APA US Amateur Preliminary. I believe there's 35 people in the men's bracket and 3 people will go. But in the women's bracket, there's only 5 people.
Only 5.
Yeah.
Wow.
Did I miss? I might have missed the entry for the US Amateur.
That
I feel the entry for the APA US Am, they always ask you to sign up in like January or February for a tournament that's like 6 months later, and it's kind of annoying. Like there's like, I don't know why you have to get the registration that early, but yeah.
Wow. That is brutal. I qualified the last time, but
Yeah, I was actually surprised to not see you on the list. I was like, you're not going to go for a three-peat?
Golf is not playing.
I don't think I probably didn't notice this. Last time somebody had sent it to me.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. I like playing that tournament for some reason. That's probably the only that's one reason why you would want to sign up for APA membership. I don't play anything else for APA now.
Yeah, it's a fun format. I like the mix between 8-ball and 9-ball.
Yep. How's this rack looking? Do you think the 4 goes?
Let me do a little zoom there real quick before Shucheng gets down the 1. It looks like it does not.
Behind the 3. That's not bad. But I think Daniel's gonna go offensive here.
Yeah, I agree.
Position straightforward. But I don't think there's. If he gets the right position on the 2, or if either of them get the right position on the 2, maybe they can break out the 4.
Really nice shot. Good speed. He has a little bit of angle on this too, but it is a little straight, so I think he might end up having to make the 3 in this lower corner and draw off of it to sort of bump that 4 out.
Yeah, looks like he just has enough angle for short side, but oh, he's going for the bank.
Now this bank, you reckon he plays a little draw here to kind of break that 4 out?
I don't know if he has enough.
Oh! Nice shot.
Yeah, that was a nice shot. Nice shot. He just had enough angle. I think I completely misjudged it. From here on, I don't see any problems here. The 7 also goes on the in the bottom right, so I think it should be fairly straightforward from here. Are you seeing any problems?
No, as long as he's kind of just stop shots this, he should be pretty good. Yeah, come 2 rails back, up table for the 8. Don't get stuck behind the 9. Nah, he's good.
About perfect for the 9. Looks like Daniel's off to a good start.
Yeah, he's definitely feeling it. Oh, just as we say that.
Wow.
Haven't commentator cursed anybody in a while, so let's guess we gotta let it out early.
Yeah,
Right.
we're saying that it's a big 10 ball for Shuchang.
Nice job tying it up 1-1.
Shucheng tends to start slow in a lot of matches, but I think once he gets a couple of racks going, I think you tend to see a different player.
So Shucheng is actually Ox's first athletic member. It's sort of a new membership tier that Ox has introduced. Basically, it's merit based, and it allows Shucheng to come into the club and work on anything he needs to work on, but also sort of be able to coach some players and sort of return his skill and mentor people that are looking for mentorship.
That's nice. Is he the only one right now?
He is the only one currently, yeah. It's a new program that Mike has set up for members, so he has more information on that. All right, so a dry break from Shucheng. I know Daniel wanted to shout out his sponsors, Ox Billiards, Luke Casey Q's, Hustlin' Apparel, and Kamui. He's using a Luke Casey right now with the Keelwood shaft. Are you familiar with Keelwood at all?
I've heard about it. Not really familiar. I wouldn't even know how it's different from, I think, all the other typical woods that we use. Maple is the most common one, right?
It is, yeah. So what Keelwood is, it's a maple that's been torrefied. So basically, they put it into a kiln and bake the wood right up until the point before it combusts, and it like removes all the sugars and like water from the wood, and it like basically makes it similar to how a carbon fiber shaft would play, but it's still wood.
Interesting. You said torrefied? What does that mean?
I think torrefied is basically like baked wood, but it's baked up until the point that it would catch fire.
Wow. And I'm guessing Daniel's using that one. Is that the one?
Yeah, that's a Keelwood shaft, and it's sort of its defining characteristic is that sort of like coffee, like almost like latte color that develops from the baking process.
Mm-hmm. I don't think I've heard or seen any pros use it yet. Is it kind of a recent thing?
I want to say that it's sort of been developed over the last like 4 to 5 years. There's a guy, Richard Su of Tsunami Shafts. That's sort of his expertise. I believe Sophia Tran is sponsored by Tsunami.
Mm-hmm.
But Daniel going on a really nice run here off of Shucheng's dry break. All right, so yeah, that's the dangers of breaking dry with an open table against Daniel.
I'm guessing that was Shucheng's first break in the match, right? They are playing winner break or
Yeah,
alternate?
they're playing winner break, yeah. So I think Shucheng took the initial break when the match started, and then that was his second one. Kyle in the chat letting us know that Richard Su, his shaft, his Keelwood shafts actually have a carbon insert. It's probably for stability. And that Oscar Dominguez also uses a Keelwood.
Interesting. I'm going to look into Keelwood after this one.
So another dry break here.
Have you played with a Keelwood yet, Zach?
Travis Holmes has one here at Ox. I've shot with it a little bit. It feels nice. The low deflection is definitely noticeable. I mean, it's very similar to carbon fiber, so I guess if you like the qualities of wood, then it's a cue that would be comparable.
Yeah, I think the only reason for me to at least try it is I think in snooker I use ash. And then switching back onto carbon fiber, there's a little bit of an adjustment. That's the only reason I might even try it. He's jacked up here. I don't think he has any angle.
Hit it with good speed, even with a little bit of a rattle there. Pocket still took.
A little more angle on the 3 than he would have wanted. But I think it should be a comfortable 3 to 4. I'm surprised he went down that route.
Yeah, he kind of
Rather
put his hand up like it may have been an accident that he kind of went that way with the bump.
Yeah, 100%. I think he was trying to come around it. But I'm surprised he tried to go that route rather than just straight up and down.
Yeah, if you
long-
went straight up and down,
long
I
and
was
long.
kind of curious how he would get around the 9 and back out middle table, because for that angle on the 5.
Yeah, it was a little tight. But he looks okay here. I think 4 to 5, maybe out to center tables from here. He's probably going to need to play a cannon. Oh, he's missed the 4.
Yeah,
Did that? It almost felt like the ball deviated a little bit to me.
Yeah, it seemed like it kind of opened up as it went by
Yeah.
the center pocket.
I think it's gonna set up nicely. This is just speed control, a little bit of left.
It's right there. Sorry, on that chair.
Right, he has a little bit of an angle here.
I think he's gonna pull it straight back to the center. Did not hit that well. And they're not playing any early 10s, right?
That's correct. Yeah, it would spot back up.
Sorry, go on.
Oh, I was going to say it would just spot back up if he comboed it. So when he hit that draw, what do you think happened? Did he hit a little too high? Did he kind of like raise his cue up?
I think it's a variety of things, but I think in that case he didn't go through the ball well.
I see. So the follow through on the stroke wasn't as much as he needed.
Yeah, that's what I think. It felt like it because it did come back a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I think in those shots, at least when I'm doing those draw shots, most of the time you're worried about pulling them back too much, especially on these tables. Like I haven't played at Ox for a while, but last time I played, the tables were so fast. I would most often worry about drawing back too much in that case.
Oh, another
Wow.
missed 10.
I don't know if that is pressure or he took that one for granted. Either one. But that's not a miss that I was expecting. Even the first time was not that difficult. I don't. Maybe he's still feeling it a little bit.
All right, it's kind of like deja vu. When Daniel missed the other 10, Shucheng made the 10 in the exact same pocket. So 2-2 now. Yeah, I feel like Daniel cannot be giving those up, especially with the shortened race in Shucheng's favor.
For sure. I think it feels like the score could easily have been 4-0 right now.
So it's interesting about this kind of race too. I think we've all kind of been there when you're playing a tournament or something, and you, after the fact, are like, "Well, I should have actually won that, but I missed this shot and I missed this one," and that's like kind of what turned the tide of the match. So we'll see if that happens for Daniel and if Shucheng can catch fire. But yeah.
Yeah, I think during when these mistakes occur, it's important. I mean, it's a very different situation if Shucheng just runs out 2 racks. I think then the pressure is on the opponent. If it doesn't, if it's a dry break, I think then Daniel gets to get back to the table. I mean, nothing better than getting ball in hand right after that. So he doesn't really get punished for his mistake. So I think the best way would have been if Shucheng runs out, there's just going to be a lot of pressure on Daniel. Probably not with 1 rack, but a couple of racks. Like punishing those mistakes is important at this. I think especially playing one of the best players in Washington.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like Daniel not getting punished for those mistakes is less pressure on him and less mentally taxing as well.
Yeah, he's gonna start queuing more freely if his mistakes don't get punished. And I think we've all seen Daniel just run out rack after rack when that happens. Might go for the 4 on the side here. I can't say what he's playing it for the corner. I'm surprised he went this route. Maybe he felt that he could hit the first diamond.
Yeah, he's going to have to kind of work for this position now because he is going to have to draw it off of that right side rail and come back up table.
Can he miss the 7 here? If he might be able to, but I'm not so sure. You're saying he's going to play like 3 cushion or 2 cushion rather.
Yeah, I think he's going to either try to come between the 6-8 or like between the 6-9. Oh, never mind.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I think he still missed the 7, but he hit the 4th thick. He would have been pretty close to the 7 had it gone closer to the pocket. Let's look at what Shucheng's got. Do you think the bank goes?
Yeah, I think that's what he's kind of eyeing up right now. Goes between the 6-9, and he can kind of just stop the cue ball in that area for the 5.
It's a big shot for him to take on in this situation, though. Yeah, looks like he's going for it. He might need to play this one hard and straighten it from the cushion. Or should I think I should say the rail, right? In pool.
Nice shot,
Nice
good
shot.
leave.
Yeah, I think he needs the correct angle on the 6. Probably just gonna play follow or left. 2 cushions out. Just about okay. 2 options now. Stun it is probably stun it back for center table for the 7 in the corner. I think that's the best option. If he doesn't have enough angle, maybe just follow for the 7 in the side.
I thought you knew.
Yeah, he found the line pretty nice here.
Is he straight?
I think he'll have to do a little bit of like follow, and he'll bring the cue ball down in the short rail and kind of back out, but I think it should be okay.
Yeah, maybe just about 6 inches. Oh, he's going off the cushion maybe, or the rail. Yeah, that's what I thought. There's a little bit of pressure on the 8 here. I'd expect Shucheng to make it, but just a little more pressure. He wanted to get a little more angle on the 7, so the 8 was easier.
It's funny coming from me or you.
Do you think he tries to play above the 9 here, or?
Yeah, I think he's playing center table. I would probably play the 9 in the side, but it depends on what the precise angle is. I can't say for sure. Wow, he almost missed that one. That went off the left jaw.
Yeah, it was kind of similar to how he shot that 4 a couple racks ago, where it took a little bit wider of a lane than maybe he anticipated.
Makes the position on the 10 a lot harder now. He's got to go 2, maybe 3 cushions. He's playing follow. Maybe. I'm not really sure what he's playing right now. Close to the pocket.
Oh, he's going to need a friendly bounce here. Kind of got one.
I think Daniel can still make it.
Yeah, I was wondering if it was worth taking on, just because he may have been bumping the 10, kind of coming out of that slice.
Yeah, I think the right choice in the end. And I think he just got the snooker. Shucheng is going for the kick. And this time he's called the pocket.
Everyone watching note, always call a ball in 10 ball. If that's the one thing you take away from this match. I like this safe. It's nice.
Nice safety. If he's going, I think... Oh, he's trying to jump. Probably not jump. He might be trying to... going off of the bottom rail, or the top rail, as we see it. I think that brings the side pocket into the equation, which makes it a little more complicated. It's a difficult swerve. From the angle that I'm seeing it, it's not an easy swerve. He might even foul it. There's a high risk of fouling, unless he's trying to jump, which he could be. He's a really good jumper. But the distance between the cue ball and the 10 is a lot. At least a lot for my ability to jump.
Yeah, it's a pretty big distance, and then also sort of controlling the cue ball.
Yeah, so that it doesn't go off the table, right?
Yeah. I mean, I think the kick is the right approach here. It's just, I think you have to give it some speed, because if he does miss, he doesn't want that 9 to be sitting in the pocket, so...
It's good.
Yeah, it's good.
Oh, that was close.
Unfortunately, open shot, but at least there's some distance. Handled it well.
Okay, on the 10 again. Paying it the due attention, just being extra careful this time. And that's the rack. 3-2 Daniel.
So have you been playing more snooker these days, or?
Playing nothing these days.
Oh.
I haven't. I don't think I've played after the last snooker tournament. They did the Seattle Open, I think a month ago or so. I don't think I played after that. I played for about a week before the Seattle Open. Wasn't playing much before then, and I don't think I've played after. That's why I was asking if there's any big event coming up. I think I really want to get back.
Yeah, I think the highest Fargo tournament was the 690. There could be an open. I don't know. I know Secret is open to running opens.
Or I think we can set up. We can just set up another match. If nobody else, then my friend Bo will be available to play. He asked me yesterday.
Yeah.
So we can figure it out.
Yeah, for sure. All right, kind of a funky break here. Shucheng will definitely be pushing. Kind of got the cue ball in jail right now. But where do you push?
Yeah, that is tough. I think the best. Oh, he's going for the top cushion of the 8. I think. I almost thought that he could just push the 4 up the table a little bit and still snooker him. No, that didn't work out.
Do you think he was maybe trying to block the 2 at the 8?
I don't think so. I think he was trying to go to the top cushion. But if he did want to block, I think 4 would have been a better choice, basically, to just get out of a snooker.
Hey, Leaf in the chat. Yeah, thanks for watching. This is a tight race so far. I think it'll be a good one for sure. So Daniel kind of sizing this rack up and sort of hitting a little bit of a flow state here, it looks like, just sort of with his body language and the way he's approaching these shots.
Looks like this one's a wrap. I don't see any problems. How many viewers do we have, Zach, on YouTube?
Currently have 74.
Wow.
Yeah, Big Fargo's pulling the big crowds. That's awesome. Thank you all for joining us this evening, or morning, or afternoon, wherever you are tuning in from. Nice run out there from Daniel. If you're new to the channel, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring the bell as well to be notified when we go live. We typically do these stream matchups twice a month on Wednesdays. Today's sort of special occasion, so we do have an APA division in the crowd with us. Go and do a little bit of a pan around the room here while Daniel takes a little bit of a player break. So yeah, this is Ox Billiards if you're unfamiliar with the location. We have 8 9-foot Rasson tables here, as well as 4 snooker tables and a hay-ball Chinese 8-ball table. Just kind of like a hybrid table between a snooker table and a pool table. Really tight pockets. Have you played much on the hay-ball, Proth?
Not a lot. I mean, when I go to Ox, I don't think I play much on the Rassons either. It's always the snooker tables. And I mean, when you have the star snooker tables, it's hard to go for anything else. These are the best tables there are. I don't think there are many snooker clubs, or any snooker clubs, that are close to how good Ox is.
Yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at those. Yeah, they get a lot of use too. Even people that don't really play snooker too often. I feel like people are always coming in and trying to challenge themselves on that table, so it's pretty cool. Adam asking in the chat who the commentators are. This is Zach Ross. I'm a Q Sports communicator here at Ox Billiards, and joining me remotely is Prathamesh. Proth is a 6'10 Fargo, 6'12. Is that where you're at these days?
I don't know. I haven't seen it much, but I think it should be around the 6'10. It's always between around 6'10. I don't even remember the last time I actually played a Fargo-rated match. It probably would have been the Matchroom event that they did at Ox.
I started this year around a 535, and I have just been bagging. Not intentionally, just feel like I haven't really had some great tournament turnouts the last couple months, but trying to get back on the horse.
Find me some 600 odds to play with.
Okay. Yeah, I know Amon's been on the up and up as well. I think he just won a mob qualifier down in Oregon.
Whoa.
I think he's at like 620, 625-ish now, something like that. Bill in the chat asking where this location is. This is Ox Billiards in Seattle, Washington, located in the Capitol Hill neighborhood. Sorry for the extended break, y'all. I think we have one restroom here, so there's a little bit of a line. Yeah, I'm trying to think of some other 600 players locally. Gus Targonsky is like a 609. He comes into Ox pretty often. I haven't seen Tommy Aiken in a moment, but I know Tommy is about I think like a 640 speed. All right, so we are back. Daniel breaking. Dry again, so several dry breaks this game so far. Hey, Proth, are you there? You might be muted.
No, I'm here.
Okay.
I was looking at the chat.
Oh, gotcha.
Trying to reply to Bo and set my own matchup.
Oh, gotcha. No worries.
All right, let's see what's going on here. 4-2. Shucheng needs this one.
Yeah, unfortunately, don't think that's what he wanted. I think if anything, the goal there was to kind of just leave the one on the bottom rail, right?
Yeah, I think he would have wanted to be behind the 6, the cue ball, leave the cue ball behind the 6 and the 3. I think that's what he would have been trying.
Nice shot.
Daniel's feeling good. I think the shot time is sub 10 seconds.
Yeah, it's the type of shooting that I refer to as having a dinner date. But it's interesting because he's so, you can tell he's so like relaxed with his style, but everything is still executed so nicely.
That's just talent, I think.
Right? One day, you and me, man, one day.
Yeah, I think it's one of those rare days where we can even remotely play
Yeah.
close to this guy.
When we have the technology to upload Daniel's pool consciousness to a USB and then download it, will be the day. Yeah, Triple G, I agree. The kid is too smooth. All right, 6 ball down. Looking pretty open.
It looks like this rack is going to be over soon too. I think I said 10 seconds. It's getting to sub 5 seconds right now.
Yeah, let's see. Cue ball stopped. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's wild.
We should ask Christian, is there any software that lets us track shot time? in these stream matches. I'm sure there's something that should allow us to do something like that.
Yeah, that would be cool. Something similar to Matchroom setup where you have like a little timer, like an hourglass that goes down or something.
Mm-hmm. Is that the second break-in round? Or the first?
I want to say it was the first. I think he table ran off of a Shucheng dry break. Didn't strike that break as cleanly as he has previously, but also sort of a similar layout where the cue ball is almost in jail again. But he does have a look on the one.
But almost no position on the 2 unless he's able to use the 4, but I don't think he can.
If he played it with a little bit of right, do you think he might be able to kind of clip the 4?
Yeah, but he needs to hit it head on if he needs to stay anywhere close to that place for the blue. He hit it pretty well. I think that's as good as he could have done. Decent roll on the 5 too. It could have been much worse. Tough shot on the 2, but I think Shucheng can make it. Only problem is he's been shut out for about 4 racks. So let's see how he's queuing. He's going behind the 4 and 5, I think.
Yeah, really good execution on the save. So Daniel does have a little bit of a lane here, but it is going to have to be like a Z bank, or a Z kick rather. Will he get the rail? Sure does.
Oh wow, he is not going for this.
Yeah,
that's a
so
surprise.
just going to hide the cue ball behind the 10 here. Needs a little more. Okay, well, opportunity here for Shucheng.
Yeah, opportunity, it worked out, but I do think Shucheng, if he needs to beat Daniel, he will have to be a lot more aggressive than he is right now. Because if Shucheng comes to the table and he isn't running out, Daniel's not going to feel any pressure.
Yeah,
Nicely on the
I agree, Bo. Bo saying he's trying to slow down Daniel. Yeah, I think after watching him run so fluidly, you kind of do have to play a little safe just to slow that momentum. But you're also right, Prat, that he does need to go on the offensive here. It's kind of the beauty of the game too, right?
Yeah, I think against different opponents it can work, but I think player of Daniel's caliber, I think you got to be able to run out, else it's going to be very difficult to win. And I think if Shucheng runs out here and does the same, I think that'll work.
Almost ran into trouble there, but he does have the line.
You think he plays the short side?
You like a slow roll and holding for the 7.
No, up and down. I don't think
Oh.
he can hold. That's a nice shot. Just went a little bit.
Needs to get off the rail.
This is a tough shot, and I think even if he makes it, it's not going to be easy. I think 2 tough shots and he's home. Nice shot at the 7. That was a really good shot. And he's much better on the 8 than I thought he would. That was really well played. This is the shot you want to concentrate a lot on. I think after a really good shot, making the slightly easier shot is where most of the mistakes occur. He's giving it the due attention. Oh no.
Kind of had to create a little bit more of an angle.
Yeah, these shots are tough. I think when you've just made a big shot, I think getting the medium difficulty or even some of the easier shots, I think getting through that is the most difficult part sometimes. This one's gonna hurt.
It's a problem. I don't want to talk about it.
Oh, I see a lot of comments here.
Yeah, so Daniel, sponsored by Lucchese Q's. All the Lucchese lines that he's sort of been raffling off recently to assist with his tournament travels have all been really nice. I've entered a few raffles myself, so if you're interested in trying to win a Lucchese Q, definitely go follow Daniel on Facebook. He does the Q raffles, I want to say at least once a month. Held it really well. Hey, DJ Hyro in the chat. What's up, man? Good to see you. Looking forward to Lincoln City.
He's in a tricky spot here. I think he might have to play the 3 in the side.
Yeah, found the window.
I think he wanted to hit the 2 a little straighter. Didn't want to be this close to the cushion. Tough shot on the 3.
So goes for the 3 in the side and then kind of swings the cue ball back around for the 4 in the same pocket, perhaps? Or does he go for the bank?
Slow roll, I think. Yeah, he did go for the 4 in the same pocket. Shuchang needs some help here. I don't see any more problems. 9 is the only ball where it could maybe go wrong, but I think 8 is too close. Not seeing any problems.
God, he hit that so smooth. I mean, just the the right on the cue ball that took off of that short rail and just kind of like rolled into position for the 5. That was just buttery smooth.
Yep, it does not look like Daniel's gonna miss. He's flying. Wow.
Proth, look what you did.
I think I'm gonna have. I do have to call that an unforced error. I think it was the adrenaline on the 7. He didn't mean to pull it back. I'm pretty sure he didn't. But he was shooting so well. It probably was meant to be a stop shot, which ended up pulling back a little bit. But Shucheng needed this.
Yeah, for sure he did. All right, closing the gap a little bit. Daniel needs 6. Shucheng needs 7. Going into rack number 11. So yeah, I run these streams twice a month. October is currently full, and the rest of September is full as well. But November's open. If you are interested in setting up a stream, you can reach out to me on Facebook, or you can email me Zach, ZAK .oxbilliards@gmail.com. Let me know your Fargo rating. And I can set you up with an opponent. Then we can discuss format and race 2 and that sort of thing. All right, another dry break. What do you think they're maybe doing on the break that is sort of causing these to go dry?
I'm not sure, honestly. I think I'm gonna have to observe the break a little bit more, but it does feel like a few that I've watched closely, they've not hit it as square as they'd want to.
Yeah, because you're trying to really hit it as straight as possible, so it's like the ball directly behind the 1. Those 2 will go towards the side pocket.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, they must be striking with just a little bit of an angle. It's sort of causing those balls to not track. It's going to be an option here for Shucheng, but he's definitely not going to be giving it back.
I think he can 10 it off the left side and get the cue ball back here. Somewhere behind the 10, probably 10, 10, 4, 5. Depends on how he's feeling. He caught a lot more of it than I think he wanted to, but it's worked out. This one's gonna be a little bit of a tester. I would expect Shucheng to get it though. Nice shot. It's a little bit of luck. He's got it.
Yeah, got a friendly bump there. Not quite out of the woods yet, but I feel like if he can make this 2-4-5, definitely increases his odds.
Just a little bit short. I don't think the 4 goes. It does. So I think he's fine. Oh, he's not. If he went for it, it was probably going pretty comfortably. Else he would have likely chosen the side. But I got the feeling that Shucheng is queuing well, especially after the one. Could have used with a run out. Nice shot from Daniel. And as we've seen, I think this could be a really short frame from here.
Yeah, I've been practicing with Chris Iberger a little bit, and that's a pretty good example of playing the cue ball into the pocket line. So it's something I've been trying to really hone in my own shooting is recognizing what that path is from object ball to the next.
Daniel is in stroke. If anything, the only times he's even making a mistake is if he's hitting the ball too well.
When you're playing too good, it circles back around and like a mistake
I think that's what
shows
happened.
up.
That's
Yeah.
what happened in the last track on the 7, I think. But I think he's in dead stroke. So Daniel needs 5, Shucheng needs 7. I'd say Daniel's a huge favorite from here on. Shucheng needs things to turn around.
Well, I think Dry Break has the highest score so far. But that also gives opportunity for Shucheng.
Looks like he's going for it.
mean, yeah, I think kind of at this point, right? You kind of, even though you're behind, you can't. You're not gonna get in stroke by just playing safes. So going for these shots may help you get some confidence back in your stroke and just your cue ball path and layout.
Yeah, and that's what I meant, I think, earlier, even when he was playing safe. I mean, there are players you could try to slow down against, like slow them down. But I think with Daniel, I think he's what, 715. Yeah, sometimes slowing down is going to work, but I think the only way that they're going to slow down is if he starts running out.
Yeah, he got a good opportunity here. I think he would prefer to make the 6 in the right side pocket and come below the 7. Or below the 10, rather. Ah, no.
Yeah, I'm playing it now. Here you go.
Yeah, it's a good question, Christian. Christian is asking, does it feel like Shucheng is playing to Daniel's tempo, or has he sped up his routine overall?
I think it looks like it now. Like in the last track or so, he has sped up a little bit, but he wasn't before. And I think it's that time of the game where Shucheng feels like he just has to go for everything. And it's not like, I mean, probably the best way to describe it is there are times in the match where you feel like the only way for me to start playing better is to get a few runouts. So he's trying to go for more shots. And yes, his speed is a little bit up, I think. But it's really hard when your opponent's playing that well. Did I jinx him again?
So what we need you to do is every time that Daniel's on a run and it's looking good, is to is to comment on how good it's looking.
I think he's too good a player for that to work. If that happens, then I think I'll challenge Daniel and I'll do my commentary myself.
Okay, yeah.
It's a little bit of a swerve.
Yeah.
I think he's still a favorite to make it, but the position is hard.
Sort of for that. It's also just because we are downstairs. We can't just like. There's so where you walk through, those are all back doors of businesses. So we can't just let people have the buzz. So like if I buzz you in,
Nice shot.
and walk down,
Yeah, and he's still got the pocket for the 8.
you know what I'm saying? No, it is just the only entrance we get. So I'm gonna go wipe your table down, and the balls are cleaning. I'll have you start your timer for 5 minutes, and I'll have you ready.
Nice shot on the 8. Looks like an easy out, but I think he's got to be careful on the 9 too. Almost perfect on the 10. Looks like 8-4. Nice out for Shuchang.
All right, I'm going to predict that something goes in on the break shortly after this player break. Let us know in the chat your predictions for the end score of this match. Daniel needs to go to 13. Shucheng needs to go to 10. If you're feeling generous, there is a Venmo link in the description of this video. Any donation is greatly appreciated. It goes straight to Ox Billiards to maintain all this beautiful equipment we have here.
You want to just close out or start again?
There's Kyle Leck in the background. I told him once that his cueing style kind of reminds me of Chang Yu Lung, because he kind of stands above his cue like Chang does. Yeah, I agree, Bo. That's kind of actually how I felt when I was playing you in the Seattle 9-Ball Open. Felt like every shot that I had at the table felt a little bit more critical, and that a miss would be punished. So probably a similar mentality and vibe when your opponent is as strong as Daniel. Okay, so I was right. There was a ball that went down. Finally.
Finally. I think he's going for the 3 here.
Ooh. Tried.
I think Daniel's gonna smash this one in the corner pocket.
I'll rearrange the furniture a little bit here.
I think you could thin the 1 ball and then get the cue ball behind the 10. Maybe he has other ideas. Going behind the 2.
All right, left a jump opportunity.
I thought sending the 1 onto the 5 would have been a brutal safety.
Alrighty, opts for the 2-rail kick and scratch. So Shucheng's safety pays off.
I think he just has to navigate the 2-3 combination,
If I decide to play pool, that's usually when I just
and the rest of the rack looks pretty straightforward.
2 arrows and a snack. I like it.
Yeah, just needs to make sure that his cue ball gets out of that 4-5 sort of barrier after this combo.
Yeah, I think he should be okay.
Yeah, nice
Hey,
job. Oh no, Shucheng, no.
Gotta be just the pressure. I thought he'd be out here. I thought he was out, and that's a miss I wouldn't have expected.
Oh, well, Daniel's technically on 2 fouls now.
Oh, is this for Greasy? Yes. Oh, we don't take cash.
I think this is a huge point in the game. Shucheng gets this. It's 8-5. Maybe another rack, and it's going to be pretty tight from there. But needs to make sure of this one. He's okay on the 4. He can just go get out off the rail. Looks perfect. You can check this for the center of the table, or go off the long rail.
Oh
Wow.
no.
Wait, the one that already left? That guy. Yo! What are you thinking? How it works. I don't have any pool tables available.
Yeah, unless Shucheng finds something here, I think this match is done.
That's a Chinese table table. You play regular pool on it, but the pockets are really small. They're really a lot harder. And yeah, that's all I got. I got center tables, but that's a whole other. That's a whole different game. Yeah, it's a 12 by 6 foot table. 6 different.
Yeah, so Shucheng
Nice.
rattling the same pocket twice.
Hour minimum, so if you want to play for 20 minutes, after an hour is over, it's prorated.
Brushing it off. So there's got to be something wrong with this pocket.
I will hold on to a debit card or a credit card until you're all done.
I think we've all been there. I think your opponent's playing really well. You miss a couple of shots, and everything starts feeling difficult.
Yeah, it kind of feels like the walls start closing in. You're just like, what is happening?
Yeah.
Start questioning everything.
I think, but Shucheng is the kind of player, he needs 1 or 2 good racks to turn it around. But he doesn't have a lot of time.
All right, similar tie up in the corner that we saw earlier in the match.
Alright, take care, guys.
And again, Daniel, when he breaks this cue ball, really heading towards his side pocket and sort of left side of the table.
Does the 4 go here? I guess we'll find out.
He might actually play the 6.
I wasn't gonna ask.
Yeah, I think he is.
Yeah. And I believe the 5 barely goes by here.
Nine. Might have to shoot this one a little bit hard so it clears the 8. The 5 ball clears the 8. Didn't work out. Feels like Shucheng's last chance. I don't want to say last chance, but he's got to turn it around soon. Not the easiest of chances either. He's going to the side. Do you think the 7 goes into the left side pocket? Doesn't look like it.
Yeah, I think the 8 might just be blocking it just a little bit much.
He might have to play it hard then to get for the right side pocket. That's not bad. He tried to play it for the corner, but I think he hit it a little too thin.
So with this shot in the corner, he probably will bump the 8, right?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think he might, but there's a chance he doesn't. Unless he plays it with a little bit of pace. You might need to use the other angle, I think, Zach. The camera angle. Yeah, he laid the 8. Oh no. Yeah, this is a sign of pressure. I think if you notice, he's hitting most of these shots. He's undercutting most of them. I think the last 3 misses he had, all have been undercuts. Especially when playing slow.
All right, it's now a 3-6 race. And yeah, I think you're right, Proth. It's sort of an insurmountable deficit just with the way Daniel's playing. And Shucheng's misses are mounting.
So Daniel needs 3, Shucheng needs 6. I think there's still a way back. Low probability, but I think if Shucheng does something, maybe 2 or 3 break and runs. Doesn't look like it can happen right now, but he needs to get something going.
Yeah, Daniel definitely connected with that break a lot better than the previous.
He's going for the bank, around the table for the 2. And he's going to leave it for Shucheng. This is a good table. I think if Shucheng runs out, it'll do wonders for his confidence.
Gonna grab the extension here.
One to 2 is a bit touchy.
Plays this with the inside left, goes 2 rails back out to the middle table.
Yes.
Ran a little long.
A lot long.
At least he's not tree topped.
Yeah, he needs a good shot here. What do you think he does? 2 cushion, center table, or just draw off the left side cushion?
Yeah, I like the draw off the side cushion. I think you can kind of let your stroke out while controlling the cue a little bit better.
Yep. And I think it won't be so bad even if it won't be too bad even if he gets straight on the 3.
Well, he did not get on the 3, and he left the 2, so... Yeah, overran this one a little.
Needs to come up with a good shot, but almost has no pressure on this one. Good angle on the 7. I think this one's a wrap.
Do you think we see one more break and run? I guess I can ask chat. Chat, is there going to be a break and run?
I think so.
Yeah, I think the way that Daniel struck that last rack, if he can mimic that again, you have a good opportunity. So see this one, he set up a different and
Yeah, he tried to control this one. Maybe he has a jump on. Or a swerve. Oh, he didn't make a ball. Wow. Nice shot on the 1. Just overran that a little. He's got an easy safety, but believe me, he probably is in a place where he does not want to play safe. I think he's gonna have to though.
yeah, just a roll up safe cue onto the 7. Or the,
Oh, he's going behind the 10? He's going for the 10? I don't know. I don't know what he's doing here. I did not quite understand that one.
yeah, I kind of like the roll ups on the 7 better, just because it doesn't leave this option open, right?
And the only thing I can think of is maybe he felt like there was a chance of him fouling with no cushion, but felt like, yeah, maybe he's thinking differently. Felt like the one behind the 7 was a shot though. Put in trouble again. He's got to call the 10 here.
Yeah, 100%.
He's gonna need to hit this one with a lot of bottom.
Why would you prefer bottom here as opposed to top?
Because if he wanted to make the 10 in any way, I thought he wanted to straighten it out a little bit.
Oh, I see. Okay.
And I wouldn't prefer to play these shots at that speed. I would have preferred to play it hard, a lot harder than that.
All right, I think we're going to see back-to-back jumps here.
Not happening for Shucheng today. Especially the jump is a shot Shucheng is really good at. Straightforward 9 to the 10. Daniel's on the hill.
Daniel a little loose with the break. Do you think just having this big of a lead has any sort of influence on that?
It's possible. I don't think he has anything to worry about right now.
Sure.
He's probably trying a few things out. I don't think he's snookered Daniel here. Daniel's going to be feeling aggressive. I don't think we're going to see any safeties from Daniel in this match now. Safe to stay.
Yeah, I felt like there was a little two-way safe or something, because, yeah. I think the one might go in the corner by the 5. It's kind of hard to tell.
It does. It does. It does. Maybe not. Okay, let's see what Shucheng can do here.
All right, hear me out. Run this out. 5-pack.
I think any other day I would expect Shucheng to run out here.
Yeah.
He's kind of against it a little bit. Even here, just a little bit off angle.
Oh, no. Yeah, unfortunately, it just doesn't seem like it's his night.
I feel for Shucheng here. We've all been there.
Oh, for sure.
He's probably just seeing problems in the table right now. It's tough. I think even in the 1, he tried to be a little more careful not to hit the point. Ended up hitting too much, a little bit too down on the ball. And the angle on the 2 just had enough problems in it. but he's got another shot.
Yeah, looking to cross the face of the 2 here to make the 2 in the upper left corner.
Okay, Shucheng's using some system. Please tell me what system this is.
So Kerry Ombo taught me this. It's basically like extension beyond the rail. So if you take the point where you want to hit on the ball and you extend that basically from the ball to the rail and then that same distance beyond the rail and aim for that point, it gives you a pretty good indicator of where to specifically hit on the ball.
Mm-hmm.
It works pretty often, especially when like the angle is deceptive, when you're sort of looking at a kick. Kind of helps give you an extra look. But yeah, I think this might be all she wrote for Shucheng, unfortunately. Daniel's just too much of a beast. Behind the back, styling. All right, that is the game. Daniel 13-4 over Shucheng. Thank you all for joining us this evening. This is Zach Ross and Prathamesh Sawant. Hope you all had a good time. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring the bell as well to be notified when we go live. Thanks again for joining me, Prath. It was a good one.
Thanks, Zach. It was fun.
Yeah. All right, everyone, have a good night. Take care.